See? All right. Man, things look a lot different today, huh? It should sound a little bit different too. I'm using a different microphone setup. But hey, let's get to it. My name is Kurt von Ahnen. I'm the host of the Mañana No Mas morning check-in. I am early today. Usually I come on about 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, and it's what, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time today. It is April 29th, 2021. And my reason for going live today is twofold. One is to basically check the light and sound for today, just to make sure that things are going to be okay. I'm going to be hosting a 5-hour webinar today that starts at 9 o'clock my time. And so from 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock, I'm going to be online doing this in my workspace, right? And so I got up early this morning. I put motorcycles outside. I made room here to walk around because I kind of like walking around when I'm doing my presentations or we're hosting something like this. And last time I did this, I did it in the living room with a Christmas tree and a couple of motorcycles. And so it's not Christmas. And I thought that today I would do things just a little more authentic is such an overused word. Let's just say I thought I would just do things more normal, more day to day, right? Like this is my workspace. This is where I hang. I'm all about things on two wheels, whether it be the bicycles that I have on over there. Oh, and I put my, you can't even see it. I put my Ridley in the back. But whether it be the bicycles or the motorcycles, I'm all about the things on two wheels. And today's going to be an exciting day. 5 different experts, 4 guests, right? So I'm one of the experts. And I'm going to have 5 experts talking for 5 hours on different elements of the power sports business and how to drive value through the dealerships. I don't know a better way to say it. I've worked for the OEMs, right? I've done work and I've written samples for, Indian, Triumph, BRP, KTM, Suzuki, Ducati. I love these companies. I do. I love their products. But when they offer training, when they invest their dollars into training, it's quite obvious the people at the top of those ladders, they want to make sure that that message that is given to the dealerships is OEM centric, right? So Suzuki's going to make training that edifies Suzuki. Ducati's going to make training that edifies Ducati. And what's interesting about the Power Sports Academy and by putting this Power Sports Roundtable together with other experts is that we're able to come to the dealers with a message that is dealer centric, right? So I'm able to go into dealerships and consult with them from the service side, as in, this is what's best for your business, not this is what's best to make this manufacturer happy and improve your relationship with that manufacturer, right? And so it's a little bit different. I'd say as when you're looking at the bottom line for dealership, it's a lot different because obviously if you change the focus of your energies, you change the results of your program. And so with that said, I am going to launch this thing today and just try to have a blast, just try to have fun, just get together with friends and make it happen. Now we've got someone coming on that's going to talk about wholesale on used units and possibly financing some of those. We've got a guy coming on to talk about business development, right? Which is basically lead generation and lead control within the dealership. We've got a guy coming on to talk about human resources and hiring sources. And, one of the biggest things plaguing the industry, well, all service industries really, is skilled labor to work on product. Whether you are, I shouldn't say computers, because computers is still pretty popular at the school level, but automotive mechanics, right? Heavy equipment mechanics, diesel mechanics, power sports mechanics, marine mechanics. So you take a look at all this, I say mechanics, technicians, however you want to phrase it, whatever makes you feel better. But there's a massive shortage in all of that. And it goes down to things like there's a shortage in plumbers, there's a shortage in electricians, there's a shortage in carpenters, there's a shortage in bricklayers. And that's because our school system has done a horrible disservice to our country by letting everybody think they can become a millionaire making YouTube videos, right? If you take a look at my account, I've got hundreds and hundreds of videos, right? Whether it be Von Concepts, Mañana No Mas, Kurt Von Ahnen, you can go into a 15 other channels that I have had input into, and I've got hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of videos on YouTube. I'm not a millionaire, right? YouTube did not make me a millionaire. The amount of work and dedication and a little bit of luck that it takes to get there is huge, right? And so the idea of going to work, get a good job, boom, boom, boom. When I go to an OEM now versus what it looked like in the 80s, right? If I go to an OEM now, I see rows and rows and rows of cubicles and people making their living staring at the idiot box, right? The computer. And you know, where are the dudes that are putting this stuff together? Where's the creativity that made the new stuff? Where's the secret team of people in the back office, you know, that invented the quad or invented the side by side, or, you know, strapped plastics on a motorcycle and made a sport bike? Like, where are those people at? Right now, we're trying to, you know, forge the industry forward with dudes on CAD and computers and stuff like that. And there's a certain amount of that that works, but there's that missing element, that human touch, that visceral feeling, right? And I think that lack of visceral feeling is something that is affecting our customer base as well. That's a whole other subject, right? Maybe that's something I should bring Robert Pandya on to talk about, right? And it's simple stuff. I mean, it as simple as getting kids on bicycles earlier in life, right? That's another Robert Pandya subject. But I've got a 13-year-old in here that has had a KX85 until we sold it last night, but, you know, has a KX85, mountain bikes to choose from, you know, BMX bikes. We did BMX racing, all that stuff. And even with all of those toys, even with all of those things to be focused on, you know, hey, love this, you know, still likes to go in, sit in that big fluffy chair and watch other kids play video games on YouTube, right? And so we have to think about where's our position in society or in culture as this continues to march forward. COVID's brought us a lot of success. I'm upfront about it. I published an article in March about, you know, COVID and how it was going to increase the power sports industry and how we need to protect our margins because we're going to run out of inventory. And now I sold an old KX85 for a lot of money because there's a 4-month waiting list to get a kid's dirt bike at a local store here in Southern California, right? So the dealers ran out of inventory. Let's hope that the dealers here in my area protected their margins and at least came out with some profit and didn't just give the inventory away, because now it's a waiting game, right? And whether you have inventory or not, you still have rent to pay. You know, you still have electricity to keep on, things like that. And so this is going to be a very important next 6 months, year, 18 months, 24 months rolling forward in our industry. And these power sports roundtables is just our way of paying it forward, bringing some experts together that business-wise are unrelated. I want to be really, really clear, you know, like the guests that I bring to the roundtable don't have a financial arrangement with me, right? They're not paying to be on. I'm not paying them to be on. These guys are working off the clock to add value to dealerships and help these folks in their small businesses, you know, ramp up and rise to the occasion. So super stoked about it. Other than that, folks, everything else is moving along. Challenge Connection is killing it. Power Sports Academy, still looking for some salespeople in different regions to help me bring that message out to more dealerships. And I'll be announcing a really good incentive for people to get joined up after the roundtable today. So I really don't want to go too deep into a lot of things today because it's a big day. We got a lot going on. If you are in the power sports industry or you know someone who is, go to powersportroundtable.com, register, come to the event, and man, I will be thrilled to have you guys in there. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. I'm not used to using the laptop like this.